What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Let It Be Known. I'm Darren. I'm Darren Randall. We back with Lamar. And first of all,
Yes,
before we can
sir.
get this shit before we can get this shit cracking, I know Lamar. You said you didn't really hear too much about Demar's update, but it was an update that he ended up getting the tools taken out of his body, taken out of his mouth, and he was able to FaceTime his teammates today. Give everybody a call. I don't know if he was able to do too much talking, but what I've heard, I seen that he gave him a heart, he gave him a little muscle sign, he gave him anything to be show signs of improvement. Show him that he said he wants to say thank you to everybody, show the love to all his teammates, appreciate them. He said he loved them boys. They stood by him, they cried with him, they shed blood with him, and I'm happy to see that he's doing great. But we kind of short on time, so let's go ahead and dive into it. So Lamar, we've been waiting on we've been talking about the playoff scenarios for the last couple of days, last 2 or 3 days. We've been trying to figure out what are they gonna do. And I was looking at them, and what I got from him, I heard from Ian Rappaport. I was kind of trying to break it down when I was reading it, and it wasn't really making sense. But when he explained it, it started to make a lot more sense. But with the first scenario, so if both teams lose, so that being in the Chiefs and the Bills, if the Chiefs and the Bills lose, then they'll go to a neutral site. If the Chiefs and the Bills win and they have to face each other in the playoffs, they'll go to a neutral site also. But if the Chiefs and the Bills lose, then the Bengals would play the Chiefs or the Bills, or if they would have to face the Chiefs or the Bills, it would be in a neutral site also. So how do you feel about that? Do you feel like they broke it down right? Do you feel like it should have been a different way? How do you feel? How you feel about this?
Honestly, I'm just confused. Not confused, but a little confused just because of the whole neutral site and all this stuff. The neutral site thing is kind of like I don't want to just come out and say it's bullcrap, but it's like how is it gonna work? Like this is the whole reason for the number one seed. This is the whole reason for you to win the division is to get a home field advantage in a sense. Like even though sometimes some people don't believe in home field advantage, because we see a lot of teams lose at home in the
It's
playoffs.
definitely a real
But a
thing.
lot
I
of
don't.
times too, no, yeah, it's
You
definitely
can't
a
win
real
them
thing,
all.
especially when yeah, you can't win them all, but like you play in Frisco, you got the crowd rocking. Play in Philly, you got the crowd rocking. Shit, anywhere, man. I feel like home field advantage lucky does mean something. So the whole neutral site thing, I don't know how it's gonna work for the fans. The fans kind of make the game anyway, so we gonna see, bro. I don't know how it's gonna work. I was pretty shocked to be honest, when they said that the game wasn't gonna be rescheduled. I thought at least it was gonna maybe reschedule maybe like after this week. But they said they just gonna forget about it. So I'm like, oh shit. Just kind of defeats the purpose of having an 18 game schedule. I mean, obviously we didn't know what was gonna happen, but this is playoffs right around the corner. And like I said last time, I can see if both teams didn't really like have a playoff spot or one or the other team to have a playoff spot. Both of these teams is like 1 and 2.
Yeah,
So
and it's kind of crazy. To me, it's kind of crazy to witness also, but I think the only problem I would have is maybe with the Bills and the Chiefs, because the Bills did end up beating the Chiefs already, and I do understand record
yeah.
wise they would still have the same record, if the same outcome if they both win or they both lose. But I feel like the Bills already beat the Chiefs, so I feel like that should have been an advantage enough. So they should have. I feel like the Bills should have maybe got the home field advantage, but I hear where they're coming from, and then what do you think the neutral site should be? Because at first they're bringing out Indianapolis, but then they weren't able to do that because they already have, I think, something scheduled. Then they also brought out Detroit, but I guess Detroit's working on their turf, so they're gonna end up switching it on. I don't know what they're doing. I guess they're working on the field. So what do you think would be the best site?
I mean, when it comes to a neutral site, it depends on the two teams. So when I think of neutral site, I always
Let's say
think of like
Bills
college
versus Chiefs.
football. Um, the Chiefs and like who the Bills
Yeah, Chiefs and the
or the
Bills.
Bengals.
Not
So
the
if it's
Chiefs
the
and the
Chiefs
Bills.
and
Yeah,
my bad. You said the Bengals.
not the Bills. Chiefs and the Bills.
Okay, so Chiefs and the Bills. Damn. So you got Buffalo and then you got Kansas City. Mm, and then if I had to think of an NFL stadium to play in that's neutral, I would say Detroit. Maybe I would think Detroit. I would say Detroit. What would you say?
I, I don't know if you heard me. I said they couldn't use Detroit because they're working on the turf. They're gonna end up taking the grass off during the same time as that game because they
Oh,
knew they weren't gonna be in the playoffs. So there's not gonna be no field.
damn. Okay. Um. Oh, Minnesota. That could probably be a possibility. Even though Minnesota, they still have
Okay.
playoffs too. But fuck it, like you play Minnesota, you got Buffalo, then you got Kansas City. So I feel like when you think of Buffalo, New York, and then you think of Kansas City, because Kansas City Midwest, you got Buffalo coming from the East Coast. So if you kind of like smack dabbing on some neutral shit, I would say Minnesota maybe. If anything, 'cause Minnesota is considerably like Midwest kind of. It's like hella north. So I would say
See,
Minnesota, and the reason I say Minnesota because they have a nice stadium and their stadium is indoor. You don't have to worry about weather conditions and nothing like that.
and I was listening to Ian Rappaport today. He said actually it will probably be outdoor because both teams are outdoor teams, so they would try to make it outdoor instead of just so it could be more football like. But I want to talk about the Bengals because I don't know if you've seen Zach Taylor was a little upset today. And here's the tweet right here. It says, but it was by Kelsey Conway. It says Zach Taylor on the playoff scenarios. What's in front of us is to win this weekend. From what I'm concerned, we just want the rules to be followed. Bengals not happy NFL changing the rules and not going by winning percentage. It's black and white. It's in the rule book. So what he's basically saying is it's always been followed. If you're the first seed, you're the first seed no matter what. But under the circumstances, since the Bills game got canceled and the Bengals game got canceled, what's going on this week? So if the Bengals end up winning, they automatically win. They're automatically the AFC whatever champions. But then if the Ravens end up beating the Bengals, they will still be the champions. But they will have to go off a coin flip for home field advantage because they play one less game.
What I would try to do, because obviously the Bills and the Bengals they have the same record, right?
Yeah.
So I would try to basically.
Wait,
they did cancel the game.
The Bills and the Bengals don't have the same record. No, the Bills and the Bengals don't have the same record. This is for just the division. So
the Bengals got the better record?
No, the Bills have a better record. The Bills are, I want to say, like 12 wins. The Bengals got like 11 or 10 wins. But what I'm saying is this has to only do with what division is the Bengals in? What is it? The AFC North? AFC?
Yes.
What is it's the North, right?
North.
Okay, so that's what
with the Browns, Steelers.
Okay, yeah, so exactly. So against this Bengals versus Ravens game, this will decide the winner of the AFC North. But basically, Bengals already won the division. No matter what, they won the division. So if they win or lose, they're gonna win the division. But if the Ravens end up winning the Bengals will still win the division, but they'll have to do a coin toss to see who gets home field advantage because they play one less game. So my question to you is, do you think that's fair? Do you think there should have been a different decision with that? How do you think it should have been? And to remind you, the Ravens did beat the Bengals already once this season, or both times this season.
I don't think it's fair. Coin toss, hell no, I don't think the coin toss is fair. I think what they should do is like a strength of kind of like scheduling. Like, basically this is so basically this is the end of the season. So, I feel like now you can kind of like go about the teams that each team has kind of played throughout the year. Maybe even like non-division opponents and see what non-division opponents had the better record. Even like, how many playoff teams you guys played throughout the year. And I feel like that should determine instead of a coin toss, because a coin toss is literally like up to chance. You just literally flipping the damn coin up.
But like he said to me, you got to win the game. If you win the game, that coin toss doesn't even fucking matter. But the thing is, I don't feel like Zach Taylor has any room to complain about it being a coin toss. Toin toss. They already beat you. They already beat you this season twice. It shouldn't even matter. You already lost. You should be fully okay with that.
No, yeah, that's true. I see what you're saying now. Yeah.
Yeah, he's talking about black and white.
Yeah.
He's talking about it's been black and white. It's been in the rule book. It's been here. But, okay, under the circumstances, we've never seen something like this before. So all that black and white shit doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's been like that. It doesn't matter if that's been the rules. When certain circumstances happen, sometimes the rules got to be broken.
That's what I was thinking too. I'm like, bro, like we ain't never seen nothing like this before. It's not like they're gonna do this every year. So that's why I was thinking like it should have been. It could have been something better they could have did instead of this neutral site thing. I don't know. How you feel about it? What do you think about that neutral site?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the neutral site. Like I said, I think the Bills should have been able to get the home field advantage just because they already beat the Chiefs. And then when it comes to the Bengals, I guess I don't know. It had to be a better outcome, like you said. I don't know what it was. I don't think it was this though. But
yeah, anyways. It is a tricky situation though, because if the Bengals so happen to win that game though, they was gonna be the number one seed. Like that was already solidified. They said it.
Man, it was the first quarter, and it was 7-3. The Bengals
No,
act
no,
like they
no,
was.
no, no, I'm just saying. I'm just saying in general. Like if they were able to eke it out, that's what I'm saying. The situation is tricky because you really don't know who was gonna win. But they ain't like the Bengals didn't have a chance to win. Like it was only like you said, it was only 7-3. So it wasn't like it was a blowout or anything.
Yeah, that's right. That's facts. And next, I want to bring this up, bro. I don't know if you seen this video or not, but we gonna have to show it real quick on the stream, bro. We gotta grade these dudes. I hope you can hear the video when I pull it up. Let me stop screen share. So this share screen. All right. Can you see it pretty good?
Yeah, I see it.
Oh shit, let me make it like this. I think like that would be cool. All right, so right here, so as you can read, inmates in prison one-on-ones. I wanted to rate. You know, we're gonna judge them. I want to judge them, bro.
Glad you put this up, bro. I mean, I was dying laughing earlier.
Hey, so you know we're gonna have to judge. We're gonna have to judge the inmates. So we're gonna give them. What do you want to give them? 1 out of 5, 1 out of 10.
Let's go 1 to 10.
Let's compare them to the best wide receivers. Let's give them the best skill traits that they have. Without further ado, though, let's get it started with the first dude. I think there's about 5 or 4 dudes. We're gonna grade each and every one of them. So starting off with the first inmate.
My bad. I was gonna say if you can't put our screen to the left.
Put it to the left.
On the left side. Yeah.
All right, let's move it to the left. Let's move it to the left.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, so with the first inmate, he got no shirt on, so you know this boy's a demon. He's looking high to tail outside. They playing in a city, no 2 inmates. We got a darker African man guarding them with a lighter brown skin. He kind of looks like RDC World. All right, let's get it.
They go to Metro Hole. Here you go.
Metro.
Okay, how would you rate that first one? How would you rate the footwork?
All right, go back. Play it real quick.
Huh?
Woo!
That wasn't too bad though. That wasn't too bad. I get at a 7. I get at a 7, 7.5.
But for his size, he's moving like a tight end, man. I gotta give him.
I know.
6.5. That's
what I'm saying. He could have broke it down. You feel me? Smoother, but he tried to put his foot in the ground. But in his defense too, they got cleats on. You feel me? Like he kind of slid at the top of his route.
Yeah. Hey, but the Raiders played in dirt for years, so I'm gonna have to. Okay, no cleats though, but I'll give him like a Tyler Hockenson. That's what I think he moves.
Like. Taylor Hockenson.
Taylor Hockenson. Yeah, I can't give him a Darren Waller.
That's your hole. Here you go.
Oh no, definitely not Waller.
Definitely not. Bad throw by the
quarterback. He got
next okay. Next one. Okay, he got the shirt on. Corrections facility. Okay, what he got on? Yeah, that boy got a beanie on. I don't know, but if you see the dude in front, he looking at the quarterback. He not even worried about the wide receiver's eyes. So we're gonna see how this.
At the corner, his steps is kind of clean. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, he got his hands on his knees though, so the boy is tired before it even started. So it must be hot as fuck out there. You see how the sun is.
Or probably. Oh no, you're right. I was gonna say that probably was old boy that just ran that route.
Oh, maybe.
Quarterback.
But hey, Jimmy.
Hold
on. But
yeah, go. Yeah.
That's kind of like
that was a quarterback fault.
Yeah, you feel me? That's like a Justin Jefferson, Kirk Cousins type of thing. You know. What would you rate the route running?
Hey, the route was enough. I ain't gonna lie. That shit, the route was a 10. Replay the route.
Let's put the route one more time. He can get to the league with that. At least college football, D2, D3. Maybe.
Yeah. That was a 10. That was legit.
He might be able to get a route on Waterboy with that motherfucker. All right, so this dude, how you think this is gonna go down? You got corner or you got wide receiver?
I got wide receiver. That name, he look like a demon. He ain't got no shirt on. He like he might be a demon.
Well, he might be a demon, but the corner's still holding on his knees, and he just guarded the last dude. He might be feeling himself because he just got an interception. It's the same corner. True. Okay, let's see. You got wide receiver?
Yeah, I got wide out.
I'm going corner again. I think he's gonna lock him down once again.
We running routes. Quick.
Damn,
Oh,
I knew I should. That's why I ain't putting no money on that shit, man. Come on, bro. You just got
it's like that wasn't. It's like that wasn't even a real route. That was like a just like get up. I gotta get open type of shit.
Running
Man,
routes.
that's how Trayvon Diggs looked
running
last
routes.
year.
You running routes.
Not this year. Y'all balling this year.
Quick. I got that.
Because the receiver didn't even plant. He just kind of like ran in front of the dude and kind of like boxed him out, like kind of like a tight end type.
Right. All right. So who you got on this one? I see. You see
Is that the corner? Why the fuck he playing like sideways? What the hell?
I don't know.
He watching the quarterback all the way.
Man, like he don't even look like he about to even guard the wide receiver. It look like as soon as he say height, he go straight at the quarterback.
It looked like he had cover too. To be honest, that nigga watching the running back and the quarterback.
Everybody except the wide receiver. Nigga. That's what he guard. That's what he watching.
It's up.
Let's see though.
It's up.
Go, nigga.
It's up.
It's up.
Oh! Did he get him back to back?
Bro, they need a quarterback though. No cap. They need a quarterback because that was a good route. That route was 11. That was a good route. Ooh.
Hey, we said in the beginning why was he tossed, bro? Why was he on the side? Arms hanging and dangling.
No, but hey, that's what fucked him up though. Him playing that side, playing from the side like that. So when he faked that post inside, that made him already open up. Yeah, it was already over. So he was like, "Oh fuck, I gotta open up." So then when he went back outside on that post corner, that shit fucked him up.
Okay, yeah. I don't know who's been coaching this dude in there. They gotta get somebody. Like, we gotta make a call, bro. We gotta get somebody in that correctional facility. I know somebody was raw as fuck as high school. They gotta get that man in a better position because there's no way. He gotta watch at least some Richard Sherman clips, maybe some. I don't know, man. I gotta get him some Ramsey. I gotta get him something.
Some of these dudes for sure probably played football before. Like this dude that just ran his route, this post corner right here, he probably for sure.
He for sure play football. The dude. Yeah, the dude that was guarding him only played scout team. The nigga that's guarding him, he only played scout team. Only scout team.
Nigga, that nigga was a must play. That nigga was a must play.
Yeah. Wide receiver,
that nigga must play 4 plays a game and then he's out. He's out of there.
Hell yeah. The wide receiver was playing quarterback, running back, wide receiver, and corner in high school. I guarantee you. Ask him about kickoff return. He gonna talk about the glory days. But
that nigga was a demon.
Man, let's watch the last route. He got him again. He slid down and got it.
They gonna match your
They got one more. Okay, I think this might be the original corner, and this is the same wide receiver. Who you taking? The wide receiver look like he's cooking, but this corner might be able to hold up.
Yeah, let me go corner on this one. Let me go corner.
You gonna go corner? I'm gonna have to go wide receiver again just because he already cooked him. He already cooked bro twice, and I seen the footwork. It's cleaner than Justin Jefferson. I feel like Justin Jefferson was probably training off this man before he even entered the league.
Hell no.
Stop
okay.
it, pop.
Weak ass corner didn't even want it. He seen the other twos get cooked. He was like, you know what? I think that was actually the first clip. I was actually the first clip.
Oh man,
damn,
that was a little curl.
That was a little.
But shit, for them to be in jail though, they rotate too bad though. It's funny because I had kind of glanced at this earlier, and I seen somebody in the comments. Somebody was like, what they say? They was like, them boys running some good ass routes. I was dying laughing.
Dang, you get them boys some cleats, imagine.
Man, get them some cleats. They let them watch film before they go outside. Nigga, they get that motivation. Nigga, let them watch some Justin Jefferson film or some Stephon Diggs so they can go out there and nigga planting. Running routes.
To get signed by the Raiders, bro. Raiders might be able to. Raiders, bro. They sign anybody.
More like the Cowboys. Cowboys known for signing niggas that just got out of jail and shit.
Hey, fuck it. Get them boys a contract, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, y'all, he gone. You know, you only got CeeDee Lamb. You only got CeeDee. You just signed Ty Hilton. You feel me?
Man,
how much time you got left? You got what? 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute?
I got about like 3 minutes.
All right, lastly, let's get to this real quick. See if we got time to pull this up. I wanted to get your opinion lastly on this. because I felt like this was kind of risky, in my personal opinion, that the San Francisco 49ers are doing. And this one was reported by Matt Maiocco. On my bad, take your face off the screen and shit. But this one was reported by Matt Maiocco. So we already know the players that out. This doesn't really matter. It's not the point of the video. You already got Jimmy Garoppolo out, Dre Greenlaw, Aaron Banks, Kevin Givens, Ambry Thomas, and Eric Armstead, Javon Kinlaw. But I really wanted to get to is San Francisco 49ers are bringing back, and they cleared Deebo Samuels and Christian McCaffrey this week, which I thought was kind of strange because Deebo Samuel, I don't know if you remember, but he went out during that Tampa Bay game. I was at that game. He was screaming, he was crying. He had the towel over his head, and at first I thought it was going to be season ending. It looked like he was holding his knee. It looked like he was in a lot of pain. Report came out, I want to say a day or two later, that it was his knee and his ankle, and he ended up coming. So, and then when it came to Christian McCaffrey, he's been dealing with an ankle injury. He's been limited all week in practice, but he practiced today, and both of them are going to be played this week in the last week to head into the playoffs against the Arizona Cardinals, which are using their third string quarterback. So my question is that all? Is everything good in SF? Should they be playing both of these players? I know they trying to get that first seed, but I feel like it's pretty risky when you're heading into the playoffs.
Yeah, but it's the same as like our situation too with the Eagles. Like, we have an MVP candidate in Jalen Hurts, who might be like the strongest piece of let alone our offense, but just our team. Just the way he carries the team and the way he leads the team. But hey, man, like I believe Jalen Hurts is cleared to play too. And I believe he's playing. So it's the same situation. Like, this is the last game of the season. The NFL knew what they was doing, man. When they even made an extra game, like they knew that these last extra games would be kind of like preview playoff games, and they knew that these games would be very critical. So I feel like, and remember, like we was talking about too, the NFL knew what they was doing, man. Like they didn't want a lot of teams to rest their players unless it was like, they knew for sure they had the number one seed, And that's one of the reasons why too they only got one team with the bye, because they used to have two teams with byes. Now they only have one. So that's what I'm saying. So the NFL, they know what they're doing. They want to sell, make their money. They don't want anybody resting. We want everybody playing. We want to see starting quarterback, starters playing, starters ones versus ones. So I believe it's the right call for 49ers though. I feel like they should, just because it's very critical shit. Who knows, man? If they get the number one seed, they might really be able to really make a run, And the number one seed might be something that they really need. So I feel like it is definitely even if you don't like Deebo will play, but even if you don't really utilize him, he still can be used as a decoy. That's just how much of a threat Deebo is. Like whether he's coming in motion or reverse, you can fake it to him, get the linebackers to kind of follow, and that's when you just give it to McCaffrey up the middle, hit that motherfucker. You feel me? So that's what it's all about, though. It's kind of like about the how you say distraction. There's a distraction factor with Deebo. In the defense, you gotta stay honest.
See, yeah. Well, my thing was, I feel like you brought up Jalen Hurts. I think you got to bring Jalen Hurts in. He's the starting quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles, and you guys could easily lose the division, and not only division, you could easily lose your first round bye for the whole year. Bring in if you guys lose and the Cowboys win. So it's an important game. But when I think about the San Francisco 49ers, they're playing a beat up Cardinal squad. DeAndre Hopkins already been rolled out. They got their third string quarterback coming in. I don't even think he's ever started a game. And then you got Deebo Samuels is coming off a major injury. I'm okay with them playing him, but I hope it's limited. Maybe a couple snaps a game or a couple snaps this game. Maybe 10 to like 8 to 10 snaps. Nothing too crazy.
15, just to get his legs warmed up a little bit.
Right. He's missed 3 to 4 weeks, and I don't think you want to throw him in straight into the playoffs because those dudes, they've been going at it. So you throw in Deebo Samuels in this game just to get him warmed up, so he'll be ready for the playoffs. But when it comes to Christian McCaffrey, I'm not a big fan at all of that because I feel like you got some good guys on that team already. You got Jordan Mason, you got Tre'Davious Price, you got a whole bunch of like younger guys that I feel like would be okay to beat this Cardinal squad without without Christian McCaffrey. And Christian McCaffrey is going through an ankle injury. He's been carrying the 49ers all season. So let him get a break. Let him get ready for the playoffs and, beat this beat up Cardinal squad.
And to add to that, that's the perfect. I totally didn't even think about that. Yeah, they playing a banged up Cardinal squad, a Cardinal squad who basically is like completely depleted, whether it's physical or mentally. They're not. Right. Yeah, they threw the towel in. Their starting quarterback is done for the year. But also too, like you said, like 49ers have guys who can take place. Like, you have some young running backs who can carry the ball up the middle, who can take some beatings, because McCaffrey has been taking a little beating over the past 2-3 weeks. He can. That's what McCaffrey does, though. But you definitely want him fresh for the playoffs, especially if you guys are able to get a first round bye. And then also too, you got Ray McCloud. Ray McCloud's been coming on strong for the past 2 weeks, and he can easily take Devo's spot in that slot with his motions, fly sweeps, fake jet sweeps. You can easily do
At
that.
least for
So
this week, yeah.
yeah, at least for this week, at least, So it's up to the Niners coaching staff, though, man. They just gotta play it safe and think about the future. And I don't know, man. Maybe the number one seed is really, really weighing on their minds, and they really feel like they need it.
Hey, every team really needs it, but I'm really hoping they don't take away the first round bye, because I don't know if they would be able to do that. I don't know if they are gonna do that, because I don't know if the AFC is gonna have the first round bye, so they might just take it away from the NFC also. Because I don't know if there's gonna be. I don't know how this is gonna work out with the playoffs, but after this week 18, a lot of things are gonna be a lot clearer, hopefully, and it's gonna be a good week of football. It's gonna be a good week of football this week for sure, though. It's gonna be crazy. You're gonna have a whole bunch of teams defending for that championship spot, trying to get that first round bye and trying to get that home field advantage. Fuck the first round bye. That home field advantage is really way more important than the first round bye, because both teams can be completely fresh, but that home field advantage starts messing with people's mind,
For real. But sometimes that home field advantage can be heartbreaking too, though, because when you lose at home in the playoffs, that shit is the worst.
Man, you just see 70, 50,000 people just crying, bro. Crying, frustrated, talking shit. You getting clowned on. Fans might be booing. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, if you're like the Bills, at first it was acceptable, but I feel like the Bills can't go out early this year. If they're gonna lose, it's gonna have to be in the AFC Championship or the Super Bowl. There's no way. Nothing less.
And it can't be against the Chiefs, because they're tired of losing against the Chiefs in the playoffs.
No, if it's against the Chiefs, Josh Allen's gonna blow his shit. No. But I feel like the Bills, they're doing this. They're gonna do the season for DeMar. They're gonna really grind for him. I really feel like they're about to try to win that chip for him. So with that extra piece of motivation, it might be enough to get past the Chiefs. A little extra magic and some prayers in there. But I think we're gonna end it at that. I think it was a good little 30-minute live. I think we got some topics in. We got a little comedy up in there. We got a little fun up in there.
Man, that route running shit was funny. I didn't know he was gonna bring that. That shit was funny as hell.
I always be trying to come up with some shit, bro, just to have some type of content out there. But once we I wish, bro. That's why I'd be like, damn, bro, we have like more people here, man. They would have been fucking with that, but we slowly.
Hey, we can. Bro. No, yeah, we good. I about to say we can also go live tomorrow too, because I was trying to work tomorrow, but I mean I can update you, but I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna work tomorrow just because my job been tripping on hours and shit, and I'm scheduled to be off tomorrow. So I'm about to say, shit,
I heard it before. Just let me know, nigga. Just let me know. Oh, yeah. I'm like, hey, where you at? Hey, I'm at work, dog. Nigga, what?
Nah, but this time, for real. They not. So since the holidays is over, they strict on hours right now. Like the other day, I was trying to come in at 3 instead of 5. They was like, nah, you got to come in at 5. I'm like, what the fuck? Hey, they usually never tell me no.
That's how my job is too right now. They kind of keep everybody hours low, but man, yeah. I gotta start ending the video when we start talking and shit. I know y'all don't give a fuck. But, hey,
they probably do.
Shit, they might. Yeah, maybe they do. But hey, let it be known. What do y'all feel like the neutral site should be at? Do you feel like it should be? Of course, it can't be in Detroit. Maybe it should be in the Bay Area. Maybe it should be in San Diego. Maybe it should be Bay Area. It should be in. Man, you bring them out here. That'd be a good game. Hey man, fuck. Hey, they used to the rain and snow. We just trying to get them used to their elements. That's all. We just trying to get them used to their elements. Maybe
to the natural conditions.
Man, I would like to see I'm just hoping. This is my one wish. If I had one wish for this Chiefs and Bills game, I hope it is not in a popularity city. I don't want it in LA. I don't want it in no place where there's just gonna be celebrities coming. Of course, there's always gonna be celebrities just coming to the games. But if you throw it in like Las Vegas, you throw it in LA, it's literally people just coming to party and get drunk. I wanted it in a real place that loves football. Yeah, smart market that loves football. And that's what's so good about playing in Buffalo.
Like Green Bay?
You see a real crowd. Yeah, you get to see a real crowd that just in Green Bay, you get to see a real crowd that loves football and loves the atmosphere of football. So I'm really hoping this is one of those places instead of the high market cities. But we're gonna end it at that. Let it be known what y'all think. We gonna Let me hear it, Lamar. I ain't hear it. We gone.
Hey man, we gone. Let it be known, man.
We
Sir,
gone.
yeah.
Yes, sir.